And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Production Line. Alright, we have some good numbers of cars in here. I've been tweaking with the prices a little bit. The Breadbox M, I've dialed down the price a little bit. Breadbox, I don't know if we have too many of these. These might be underpriced, actually. They seem to sell pretty fast. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, we have a few in here. So I guess not. I guess we don't have to deal with that too much. But the SUV body style just unlocked. So I'm going to go over here. We are going to pause you again. The money that I have, yeah, had to take a loan out. Lo and behold, if we look at our money, yeah, pretty much ran out of money. And it actually kicked me to the you lost, you loser screen, and allowed me to get a loan, a bridge loan, to try to get into profitability again. So I was like, hey, here's a Hail Mary loan. I mean, there weren't the best terms, 7.41% interest, but it saved me from having to load a backup, which is good. Okay, so let's go in here. SUV. We're not gonna call it that. We're gonna call it the we're gonna call it the SUV. It's French, it's French. Yes. Cruise control for the SUV. We're gonna want, this is the budget. This is the budget model. But we want to give them the heater. We want to give them in-car music. And you're gonna get a solid roof. Deal? Now, create similar model. This is going to be SUV M, which is going to go up into this range. Yay! These are going to be a little more expensive. We're going to go in here. We're going to go, you get air conditioning, alarm, central locking. You get cruise control, electric windows, heater, not a leather interior, in-car music, power steering adjustment, whatever that is, and a sunroof. Okay, I think that covers my bases here. I would also like, well, first, we need to look at the market. So, where are the SUVs? Down here. You can see the mid-range SUVs have more customers than the budget ones. So some of these models, the budget ones are not always the ones that are highest in demand. If you look at the pickups, budget pickups, few customers. Mid-range pickups actually do pretty good for themselves. They actually do pretty good. So, yeah, I think when we go pickups, we might even start in the mid-range. Maybe have a couple budget pickups. I'm not sure yet, but supercars, obviously, the exotic cars. It's all luxury up here. This is the only place that you're going to sell them. There's no point in selling down here. It's only this price point. Finally, Q&A specialization. Boy, that took a while. I'm going to have to rearrange my QA. Okay, so off-road, not really a whole lot of demand. One thing I would like to do is add new models, expensive and luxury versions of these, to allow me to schedule things and get the balance of customers per hour that I need. Well, it looks like it's too cheap. What? Where is one? Is it just selling like hotcakes? Is that what this is? Let's increase that then, shall we? So one thing I would like to do, take the, well, I really need more options to choose from before I dive into that. I mean, I have to get some of this stuff out first. So smart junctions, marketing, I definitely need marketing. I think that'll really affect my sales. Well, cross the fingers that it will. But yeah, there's a few things in here. I want to get this polished paintwork done. High pressure. There's some expensive versions in here that I want to get done with. As far as production goes, let's queue that one up. Try to speed things along. Manufacturing things, I've got some of the expensive stuff covered. But let's add schedule. We are going to add the SUV, add, and the SUV M, add. Okay, remember, the SUV M was actually in higher demand than the SUV. So getting these numbers near what their demands are. So we're going to put all of the base models up here. Aurora, Breadbox, SUV. So 2.86. I wonder if I can have this open and this open at the same time. They can overlap. Nice. So we have compact. So this is the Breadbox 5.6. Customers per hour, sales per hour. So we could actually increase that. Could do that. The SUV small range is 3.77. 2.58 is close enough to that. The top tier, the mid range, is 5, a little over 5, and that's good there. The Breadbox M. Well, this is going to overproduce those. And the Aurora M's are way underproducing those. So these two are where I can sort of tweak the values a little bit. If I want a few more bread boxes, I can go dial that down and dial this up. So these two here can be tweaked back and forth. But I think that would work. You can see the market we've got going on right now. All right, so I'm not sure what it's going to produce now. Is it going to start over? Yep, I think it's going to start over. Whatever it was on, it finishes that and then starts the schedule over. So you can see automatic windshield wipers are becoming way more common. So I need to get, if I'm going to offer luxury level cars, I have to have those options on there. Otherwise, they just will not sell. Or they're going to be have to be sold at a discount, which, let's face it, would be tragic. Don't think I really want more space. The cost per hour. God, why does it sometimes like lock onto the map, and then sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it double click. No, double click doesn't do it. It's weird. Sometimes it catches and you can move it, and sometimes I just click and drag and it doesn't do it. It's weird. This guy is telling me all sorts of things. Competitive. Wow. This fluctuates so much. I have a hard time understanding what that mechanic is supposed to actually do. There's just no rhyme or reason to it. Anyway, what are we working on? Export special. Oh, that's right. QA specialization has started. So I'm going to take that away. And now, if you can see, I've researched the advanced fault, so we have a 90% chance to fix the defect. Now, again, 90%. Most of the time, it fixes that defect. But I was still seeing cars with defects in here. So I added a last catch-all as a Hail Mary saying, hey, I would like to catch all of the defects. And we still get cars going through that have defects. So 90% chance to fix it on these. A 90% chance to fix it on this. So I've kind of forgotten how those probabilities work. But basically, imagine yourself flipping a coin 10 times. Okay? The case at one of these is saying 9 out of those 10 flips are going to be heads. Okay? You're going to get 1 out of 10 that's going to be tails. Now, that 1 out of 10, if it comes up tails, you have to flip the coin 10 more times. That tails, right? You flip tails, then it's like, if you flip heads, you're done. If you flip tails, then you got to flip it 10 more times. Now, if any of those times comes back as tails, you have a 1 in 10 chance that one of those is going to be tails, and then the world explodes or something. I don't know. But the odds of it getting by 90% here and 90% here are drastically low. Like, there's just tiny, tiny probabilities. Okay, so I wanna get rid of this. I was wondering why the cars stopped coming, and now I know why. So I want to take these out. I want to move these up here. I do like that you can move slots now. Very much so. Quality check. So we want visual inspection. If we look at these numbers, less than 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes is fine. Do we want... I mean, one of these is going to be fine. Less than 2, less than 2. So I'm just thinking, like, let's just do one of these. Let's go 1 here. Performance. Emissions. Okay. Now each one of these has upgrades. Enhanced inspection. There it is. We're gonna put that down on there. Boy, that's not a cheap one, is it? For an extra 10% defect spot chance, it's 5,000 research points. That is not a cheap research. Okay, so now we need to figure out how part of me wants to take advantage of this area over here. So how about we do this? Oh, this is all backed up, isn't it? I should have cut that off up here somewhere. So let's just push these through for now. And I still have cars in the showroom. So, I mean, they're periodically selling, giving me money, so it's nice having a little passive income. So again, we're gonna go here and here. This guy's gonna come out here, go out there, go out there. There we go. So this already found defects. Hey, look at that expert specialization. That means I can do this. Export. So 2 minutes, 1 minute. Paperwork. Shipping. Minutes and 30 seconds. I could split that off and merge it in here, but I don't know if we have the... Yeah, see, these are about 1.5 minutes. There's one that's almost 2 minutes, so that's going to be our limitation. Like I said, I'd like to stretch this line and just export them over here. That would free up a huge amount of space for crafting, for like making wheels and making the tires, the stuff that we're using up here in very large quantities. Look at all the defects. Holy cow. Why so many defects? Do we have a maintenance department? What is this? Really? This is like an area of effect thing? This is a first. So this baby costs 100 grand to place, has 8 employees. Blah. Oh, pickup trucks are almost done. Yeah, we really don't need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 6 of these. Could easily get rid of 3 of them. Now I've seen screenshots of some pretty heavy duty factories. All right, so I think we might need another line for accessories. I don't really have the capital for that though. I really need to sell cars. Like how am I not selling millions of dollars worth of cars yet? How how is this so expensive? I don't understand how that price is calculated. I really, really don't. All right, smart junctions are researched. Those are things I haven't ever used. So looks like one of my car models is too expensive. All that noise. Okay, let's dial prices around here a little bit. SUV. I mean, even a budget SUV should be more than that. SUV M. Well, I haven't gotten any reports as to how that's doing. There's a pickup truck. Yay! Tweak the price a little bit. I mean, I'm still making money on them. It's just they need to sell faster. That's the bottom line. Waiting for resources. What are you waiting for? Oh, yeah. Car alarm. Some SUVs going in through here. Look at all the cars waiting to be exported. Computerized sales, expedited sales, larger sales team. Yeah, I definitely want to speed that up whenever I get the chance. Where is that noise coming from? Why? Stop clicking on random stuff. Like, what is that noise from? I think it's these... Is it these reworking? No, it's not the reworking station. It's got to be this thing. The paperwork. Can't imagine it's anything else. I don't know. I don't know what that sound is, but man, is that annoying. That is a nasty, nasty sound. What do we need? Mid-range SUV market. Okay. We have, well, those are bread boxes. The SUV. The SUVs are selling a little bit, a little good. I was gonna say a little good. SUV. We're already producing 5 a minute. If we look at the SUV, 5 an hour, I should say. We're right in line. We're making what is needed. So yeah. All right. Now, if we want to look at pickups, let's go to car models. We're gonna do. What do we want to call this? Let's see. I was gonna name it Tower. We're gonna call it like. We already have bread box, so I can't do like. How about just the hauler? This is the hauler. All right, so the hauler, you know, I'm going to turn this color off. Can I? What, why is that just all of the colors? Is that what that is? I really would like all these other ones unlocked, but like black. Oh, that's okay. So if I do like that, right? And then I click that, it seems to be like that's what that is. Okay. So the hauler, the budget for that, we're gonna say 21,000 will get you cruise control. I think cruise control, even in this day and age, we need a heater. Cruise control should be like a standard feature this day and age. And maybe some electric windows, and give you some music. And obviously you're going to need power steering, because steering one of these without power steering, nigh impossible. So that's a good for the hauler. Create a similar hauler M. Remember our M's. So we're going to go up in here. A sunroof, because why not? We can't supercharge a lot of this because we don't have a whole lot of options here. Like, this is not a huge list. What? See, these are like... I selected this. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how this color thing works. There's like no tooltips at all. Okay, so hauler and hauler M. Now we need to look at what our market is looking like. So low end 3 max, mid range 4.5 max. So we're gonna pause it. Change schedule. We're gonna do hauler, add, hauler M, add. So hauler gets all the way up to here. So that was maxing at 3, which is I'm fine with that. And all these other ones, hauler M, Aurora, I might want to dial that back a little bit. So the Aurora is your sedan. Your budget sedan is 5. Actually, no, that's actually right in line. The compact, 5.6. That's perfect. The SUV is 3.7, which we're under that. Being over it is a problem. Being under it, you're fine. At least I hope. So that's to be determined. The hauler is the pickup. So budget pickup, 2.8. We're good on there. Aurora mid-range, 4.3. We're fine for there too. If we upgrade that, it's going to lower all of our other stats. So we have to be very, very careful with how we do this. Eventually, we're probably going to have another line for whatever. Maybe for the sports cars. Like have sports cars and like the supercars or something like that. All right. What was I doing? Okay, bread box. So compact mid-range 4.4, we're fine. SUV 5.03, we're fine there too. And hauler mid-range 4.7. We're well within that range as well. So yeah, I think that is good. So I think that's good. Oh, that sound is just mid-range compact market. Yeah, we just effectively reduced our production of everything because we added the trucks. So everything went down a little bit because the trucks went in, and so that should even out our work a little bit. And we're almost done with marketing, although I say almost done. There's a lot of points left, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.